So let's get back to biking. Enduro, dirt jump, downhill. I've got some bikes to show you. Which one is your favourite? Okay, so when I first started biking, it was probably about 2019, I would say. I had a Sherco trial bike at the time and I needed to sell that in order to fund a bike. So I sold that and I bought a Norco Fluid 9.1, I think it was. So I rode that for a little while until this happened. Because I was kind of doing stuff that that bike really wasn't built for, I managed to snap the frame. When I bought the bike, I thought it was going to be enough, but in hindsight, I bought the wrong bike really. So once the Norco met its untimely demise, I thought it was time to replace it with something that was a little bit more substantial. Because when I had the Norco, I was very fresh and confidence was low. I didn't really feel that great on a bike and I didn't feel confident sort of hitting sort of anything that was even slightly technical or challenging. So I wanted something that would give me the confidence to kind of push on a bit. So I did a bit of research and I was really keen on Nuke Proof. I really like the brand and the bikes that they produce. So that is when I bought a Nuke Proof Mega. I shall introduce you. So this guy is my 2020 Nuke Proof Mega 290. This is Nigel, YouTube Nigel. So this is quite a step up from the Norco, I think you'll agree, and obviously with hindsight, the kind of bike I should have bought in the first place. But this is the comp model, so this is the entry-level basic spec. And I have had to upgrade a few things as I've gone, just sort of things that started to fail. So I've now got a GX rear mech. I've upgraded the cranks to NX cranks. I didn't want to go too mental with those. SRAM GX shifter. I've put some better brakes on it, so we've got Code RSC brakes, so it stops a lot better than it used to. Obviously changed the seat. Still got the original suspension setup, so we've got Yaris on the front and we've got a Super Deluxe air shock on the rear, 170mm travel front, 160 on the rear. But it's been a really good bike so far. Really enjoying riding this. All in all, such a wonderful bike. I'm so appreciative of it and just the fact that I can jump on this and just go for a ride. If I want to go and do some off-piste single tracks, I can find those. If I just want to spin the legs for 2 or 3 hours, I can do that also. I just love the versatility of it. So he doesn't do any bike parks now, so I do just use him for normal bike rides and just sort of riding locally. The bike I use for bike park days, I will show you in a moment. He's quite tasty. So that is my Nuke Proof Mega. But being into biking, as you all are also, me and my son, we watch a lot of Matt Jones videos and Sam Reynolds, Sam Pilgrim and stuff like that. So my son saved up to buy himself a dirt jumper. He's got a Commensal Absolute. His name is Colin. He's cool. We took it to a local outdoor dirt jump place not long after he bought it, so you could have a first ride, and he let me have a go on it. And I was so surprised that that thing, it just wants to be in the air. But yeah, so playful. So inevitably, after having a go on my son's dirt jumper, I bought one also. Here he is. So this is a Evil Faction 2 frame. It was built up from a frame. This guy's called Eric, YouTube Eric. But I love riding this bike. I wish I could ride it more often. Quite nicely spec'd. Like I said, Evil Faction 2 frame. It's got Sunday cranks. Pretty cool. Got Spank wheels, Spank hubs. It's got a Hope Tech 3 rear brake, RockShox pike, forks. I believe 90mm travel, something like that. Got some Berg Tech bars and a Thompson stem. All in all, a really nicely spec'd dirt jumper. Also, I like to coil the rear brake cable around just to give the impression I can do bar spins. Because I very much cannot. Rear hub sounds good as well. Very nice. So I'm looking forward to riding Eric on a few more dirt jumps this year. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so bike number 3, the downhill rig. Check this guy out. So this, my friends, is an Airdrop Slacker. This guy's called Alfred YouTube Alfred. So this is one of their limited edition models. This is one of 10 Stealth models, and I believe the only Stealth Slacker with a coil. They did come with a Vivid air shock, but I asked if I could spec it with a coil, which Airdrop were more than happy to do. Obviously I had to pay for the coil, but I've got the Vivid air shock in its box because I wanted to see what a coil felt like. I'd never experienced one before, so I wanted to give one a shot. Oh gosh, so where to start? As I said, Airdrop Slacker Stealth, 1 of 10. This is build number 10. It's got North Shore billet cranks. It's got B-Rage pedals. I like the contrast of the polished aluminium pedals with the black. It's got reverse components, single speed setup, Hope Pro 5 hubs, DT Swiss wheels, Continental Crip Total tyres. We got super soft on the front, soft on the rear. We've got a gusset seat post, a Colt seat. I did change the original seat, which was I think it was a BSD seat. It was kind of like an Alcantara suede type feel, which in the UK is great for the summer, but not for any other kind of time of year. So I changed it for a Colt one just to make it a little bit easier to keep clean. We've got a RockShox Vivid coil at the back. We've got RockShox boxes at the front, 200mm front and rear. It is a 27.5 wheel setup. We have Chromag stem, Chromag bars, SRAM Maven brakes, which are insane. I think you'll agree. It's an absolute beast. I love the single speed setup with regards to the cockpits. You've got no dropper post, no gears. It's just clean. It is point and shoot. The Hope Pro 5 hubs sound amazing. But I cannot get over how much confidence a downhill bike gives you. I can throw this bike at anything and it will just soak it up. I am the weak link in this relationship, sadly, but it's an absolute beast. I love Airdrop as a brand. They were really helpful for me as well when I was looking to get a bike built. Really helpful. Love the fact that they're built in the UK and they're a small independent brand, so I'm always keen to help the independents, but just so unbelievably chuffed with this bike. I cannot wait to get to small bike parks this year. So I took it to a few last year, went to Bike Park Wales a couple of times, took it to Dovey, which was pretty cool. Downhill bikes belong at Dovey. I cannot rate it highly enough. Just the build quality, the way it feels, the way it rides, the way it just demolishes whatever's under you. But oh, amazing. I absolutely adore this bike and I love riding it so much. It's just so confidence inspiring. It can really sort of iron out all of those little inadequacies that the average rider may have, but it just gives you the confidence to try stuff, you know, really kind of push yourself because you know the bike can take it. Wonderful. I love the confidence that a downhill bike gives you. That's not something I've experienced before. I mean, the jump from the inadequate Norco to the Nuke Proof was massive. Like, the confidence boost that I had from that change was substantial, and I was concerned that I wouldn't feel the same going from the Nuke Proof to the Airdrop, but the feeling that a downhill bike gives you, it's amazing. It gives you such a buzz riding a downhill bike. Nothing feels like a downhill bike. Certainly one that's as well spec'd as the Slacker. It's such an amazing bike. I'm so lucky to be able to just take it to bike parks and just enjoy it. I've taken it to Bike Park Wales a few times. I took it to Dovey last year, which was pretty cool. The first time I went, I took the Enduro bike, and that was fine, but he was ahead of his depth a little bit, I feel. If I had maybe slightly better spec suspension, it would probably deal with what they've got there a little bit better. But the downhill bike was just, you know, it wants to live there really. Dovey it's amazing. I'd love to ride there more often, and hopefully we'll get there a few more times this year rather than just doing it the once. Going to a bike park with a downhill rig, that's a good day. A good day. And being able to do that with my son also, you know, I'm so fortunate in that regard, because he's got a really nice enduro bike, he's got a really nice dirt jumper, and he's got a really cool downhill bike as well. So, you know, we're both very lucky that we can do this together and just create lots of, you know, really wonderful memories and have lots of really cool experiences. So what I would like from you lovely people is to let me know in the comments what kind of biking you do, whether that's enduro, dirt jump, downhill, or you dabble with all three. And also let me know what kind of bikes you ride. I'd be interested to see what other people are using. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed very much sharing with you my small collection of bicycles. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and like the video. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. It would be nice if I could get these videos kind of in front of a few more people. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.